We're going to go through the gradebook, and we're going to be talking about creating categories and items for the gradebook. So we're going to get into our course, and then we're going to go to the grades, and we're going to go into manage grades. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go to new, and we're going to create new categories. So we're going to select category, and then we're going to give it a name. We're going to call this quizzes, and if we wanted a short name, we could put that in. We could put in a description. We're going to actually create this one as a weighted, and we're going to give this 30 points. We're going to distribute the weights across, and then we're going to come down into here, and if we want to hide anything from the student, which we don't want to do, we're going to go ahead and save and new on this one because we want to create other items. The next one we want to create is going to be exam, and also we are going to go through, we're going to call this one a weight of 30, and then we're going to leave everything else alone. We're going to save and close this one, and let's see what we have. Currently right now we are at a grand total of 80%, so we need to come up with another one. So we have homework already built that gave us 20. We need another 20, which we should actually create a brand new one, another category, and this one's going to be called discussions. And in this case, we need an additional 20%, so we're going to select that. Distributed across the items, and then we can save and close this one. So now our final grade calculation is up to 100%. Okay. So now what we want to do is to go back, and we want to be able to add items within inside of each one of the categories. And here's an example of where we did add a homework 1, and we gave it a maximum of 10 points inside of this. So let's go ahead, and we are now going to create a new item in this particular case. In the items, this is going to be a numeric item that we're selecting, and we're going to give it a new name. In this case, we're going to call this one homework number 2. We could give it a short name. We're going to go ahead and categorize this under homework. If we choose to put in a description, we can put it in a description here. In this particular case, the homework assignment is going to be worth 10 points. We're not going to exceed the amount. This is not a bonus, but if there was a bonus, we could actually include that. We are choosing to do the default percentages, or we could have built a new grade scheme, but we're going to default it. And if we have a rubrics, we could add a rubrics here. Display options, we're going to go ahead and take a look at those. We can actually display class averages if we choose to. We can display grade distributions for users, or we can overwrite display options. And we're going to leave all these alone. We're not going to override anything here. At this point, we're going to go ahead and save and close. Okay, now that you will notice that we do have gradebook 1, grade option 1, grade option 2. We are still at 100%. So what we can do is now go in to create a new one for quizzes is what we're going to end up doing. So we're going to create a new item, and this one, what we're going to do is we're going to choose the numeric again. This one is going to be quiz 1. We're going to assign it to there. This one we're going to put it in as, we can leave it at 10 points also. And everything else will be the same, and we can save and close. Notice that we have now created that. Now when we get ready to go in to enter the grades, you will notice that now we have a category of homework. We have category homework, item number homework 1, homework 2. We have quizzes, and we have quiz 1, so we could actually create 3 more quizzes, and then we could assign grades to each one of those. So in this particular case, if the student did receive 9 points out of 10, we could put that in, and they had a perfect 10 here. And on this particular quiz, maybe they scored 10 out of 10 on that quiz. So there are the grades that we can enter in. We can save them, confirm, and our grading is done for each one of those items.